What would you do in this situation?
Well, I'd listen to what the female patient has to say about the whole situation, get a general idea of what happened. Um, I think it's hard to, with these type of sensitive topics, get one person's point of view and understand the entire situation. So I would seek the medical practitioner who was with the patient at the time. I would get their view as well on this situation, and because you don't know the context might have been perhaps a intimate medical examination, and and I would also ask any chaperones involved if there was any intimate medical examination ongoing, so I can get all these different points of view, and I can make a reasonable decision as to whether the female patient should take charges or or not, because it relies on what getting to know what actually happened, and that's the importance of a chaperone. There's that external point of view, rather than the two people involved, which there can be quite a bit of conflict between.
Yeah, thank you. What are the issues involved in this situation?
Well, understanding the context of the situation is very important. Getting each person's point of view, and the trust and transparency regarding each person expressing their point of view clearly. Um, there could be some distortion of each person's point of view, perhaps a little bit of bias towards themselves. Not saying anything against them, but they're generally speaking will be some sort of bias, and this bias needs to be eliminated somehow. As I was saying in the my previous answer, this is why a chaperone needs to be present to eliminate that bias and ensure that transparency and honesty are prioritized with something sensitive as this.
Sure, thank you. Your colleague is a close friend of yours. What, if anything, would you say to him or her?
Yeah, so they are a close friend. So I mean, I would slowly inquire with them about what happened, and I would listen to what they had to say about what's actually happened with this examination, or with this clinical visit, I should say. Get the context. Could it be a medical examination, or is it just a normal clinical visit? Not sure. So I would let them speak and tell me what happened. And if it was inappropriate, then I would inform them that they should take more caution with regard to handling clinical visits and prevent that sort of thing from happening. Perhaps they haven't been trained. They've had a lack of training. You're not sure. You need to get that point of view clear.
Yeah, sure. Do you think the doctor should have a mandatory report such issues?
Not before considering what's happened. I don't think the doctor should report the issue straight away after hearing it from someone, because it's important to understand what's going on. But if I did explain this before, but building on, if the situation was inappropriate and there was some serious issue involved, such as sexual harassment or something on those lines, and there was some reasonable evidence to back this up, based on people within the room and including the persons involved, then I think it should be in the doctor's right to report the issues to a higher authority in that case. But I don't think it should be mandatory without considering what's happened first. But they should definitely report it mandatorily once they have the context, and if something serious has happened. Absolutely.
Okay. In what ways can trust within the doctor-patient relationship be enhanced? What are the ways the trust?
Yes. So the building of trust comes initially with the first visit and the building of rapport between the patient and the doctor. And that sense of comfort the patient gets when meeting the doctor for the first time, and gradually as they have more and more visits, they're comfortable with expressing their point of view and expressing what their conditions might be, and that'll help build a stronger relationship in with which the patient trusts the doctor and the doctor trusts the patient, vice versa, to express their point of view clearly. And now an example I can draw on is visiting a GP practice, shadowing a GP practice about quite recently. And I found the doctor greeted a patient who they hadn't seen before with some initial questions about how their life has been, what's been going on in their life, and in an attempt to build rapport before slowly inquiring about the condition, asking them what's been going on. So it's important to build that rapport before asking about the condition. That way, the patient is more likely to trust the doctor, and in a smooth doctor-patient relationship will occur.
I see. Good, good. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Have you got anything else to add?
No, that should be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.